President Muhammadu Buhari presents the 2017 budget to the National Assembly. He tags the document Budget of Recovery and Growth, while Nigerians wait on the president for answers on how to get the country out of economic recession. And the need for violence-free elections cannot be overemphasized. We'll look at the Rivers rerun elections and the participation of the electorate, the political parties, as well as security agencies in the exercise. That's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining us on Politics Today, live on Channels Television. And of course, a whole lot has been happening. Nigeria's 2017 budget will be a continuation of the 2016 plans with new additions aimed at stimulating the economy. President Muhammadu Buhari reiterated this today while presenting the budget before the National Assembly. The proposed 7.298 trillion naira appropriation bill has an 2.98 trillion naira earmarked for recurrent expenditure, while capital expenditure is put at 2.24 trillion naira. This will be the budget, or rather, this will be the second budget of the Buhari government since he was sworn in May of 2015. There were huge controversies over the 2016 budget with issues relating to budget padding, constituency projects and corruption raised. I recall how that budget was going back and forth just like a yo-yo in the National Assembly, between the National Assembly and the executives. But this time around, all eyes are on the president as he's expected to tell the nation how his government intends to get the country out of economic recession. Perhaps this time around they think that he must have gotten it right with how to properly do this, and the journey of that budget making another movement to the executive arm may not happen this time.
The size of the 2017 capital budget of 2.24 trillion naira, inclusive of capital and statutory transfers, or 30.7% of the total budget, reflects our determination to spur economic growth. These capital provisions are targeted at priority sectors and projects. Specifically, we have maintained substantially higher allocations for the infrastructure projects, which will have a multiplier effect on productivity, employment, and also promote private sector investments in the country. Key capital spending provisions in the budget include the following: A. Power, works and housing, 529 billion naira. Transportation, 262 billion naira. Special intervention programs, 150 billion naira. Defense, 140 billion naira. Water resources, 85 billion naira. Industry, trade and investment, 81 billion naira. Interior, 63 billion naira. Education, 50 billion naira. Universal Basic Education Commission, 92 billion naira. Health, 51 billion naira. Federal Capital Territory, 37 billion naira. Niger Delta Ministry, 33 billion naira. And Niger Delta Development Commission, 61 billion naira.
You would have noticed that the president has picked some of these key places or key sectors to talk about. And for many, just like today on our breakfast program, Sunrise, we had the big boss of the Ports Authority, the managing director, and she also highlighted the need for them to work closely with the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, and the president also highlighted that need there. So the issue of works and power, housing, as well as transportation, is very, very key. But as we wait for the, experts to unearth and look at that particular document, which is the 2017 budget, perhaps we should go back to the politics of politics. In the meantime, Governor Nyesom Wike has been speaking on the plot to scuttle the rerun elections and skew the results in Rivers State by some people. Let's hear what he had to say now.
When we drew the attention to the persistent abuse of public office by Mr. Stephen Hassel, the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, and CSP Akin Fakorode, the Commander, Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SAS), and the threat they pose to the peaceful conduct of the rerun elections. They accuse us of raising unnecessary alarms when we cried aloud over their devilish plans to use the federally controlled SAS to disenfranchise our people and manipulate the rerun election process towards achieving some prearranged outcomes against the will of the people. We all witnessed how Stephen Hassel, Akin Fakorede, and their gang of marauders took direct and complete control of the election process from INEC in the Rivers Southeast Senatorial District. If Rivers people could be visited with such a despicably high degree of violence, mayhem, and killings by some renegade military and SARS operatives with impunity, just to rescue the dying political fortunes of the All Progressive Congress in a mere legislative rerun election, then we can begin to imagine what is likely to happen in the states when the political stakes will be very much higher in 2019.
Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State speaking there, and of course naming names. Perhaps he's got his hands on whatever that means. Let's get perspectives to this matter now. But before that, quickly, we should also